I'm Dave Stewart, and this is a paint job that was done by Rhino at the Dighton Community Church. The church is built in 1770, and since that time I can imagine it's only had about 30 or 40 different paint jobs on the church. I became the pastor about 18 months ago, and the north side of the church in particular had weathered greatly. Besides being the pastor of the church part-time, I also have a painting contracting business. It was obvious to me that the church had been painted over the last 3 or 4 years. Upon further inquiry from committees, you find out that the church had been painted at the lowest possible paint bid for about the last 10 or 15 years. It had been painted 2 or 3 times. The north side of the church was heavily weathered from damage. It was blistering, it was peeling, it was alligatoring, and the whole church needed a tremendous paint job. So we decided to hire Rhino Shield. They came, they showed up, they cleaned up every day. They stripped this church down to the raw clapboards, which might not have been done since the 1800s. Each clapboard was hand sanded by an electric sander, and all of the sand and the dust was vacuumed away, taken away from the church. The churchyard could not have been neater. After a few days of drying, the church was primed professionally. It looked great as a prime job, and then when the Rhino Shield went on, which is on today, it looks absolutely tight to the building. It's very difficult to even scratch, and it's absolutely a lovely paint job, and we hope the paint job will last the next 25 years, at which point perhaps another coat will be put on and it'll look even nicer. The committees of the church decided in the course of time that the best decision that we could make was that Rhino Shield would be the choice because of the cost savings of not having to paint the church every 7 years. The parishioners of the church have been delighted because they realize that the church is protected for the next 25 years. It's one thing that is off our to-do list. The neighbors are very pleased because the church is in a very rural part of Dighton and was somewhat of an eyesore on the street. So we've received very positive comments from them. And we're very, very pleased by everything we've done with Rhino Shield. Other churches have called, and I've highly recommended it.